Hi y'all, this is Jo with Jo and Coaching, and today we are talking about 7 reasons why you aren't getting leads from social media. Number 1, you aren't posting consistently enough. The algorithm thanks and praises and rewards consistency, so I think it's really important to make sure you're posting consistently. There are different types of social media content and different mediums on each platform. So for instance, on Instagram, you have stories, you have posts, you have reels, like you have a handful of different types of content. I think you need to establish how often you want to post each type of content each day or each week. So for us with Jo & Co right now, we're posting, I believe, 2 reels a day. I'm trying to stay very, very frequent and updated with our stories. I have not written anything down on like paper of how consistent I want to be with the stories, but I think 8 to 10 times a day is a really good consistency rate for stories. I think you should be posting every single type of content each of these platform offers every single week. And so whether you want, I don't agree with posting once a week, but if it's long form, then maybe once a week's okay, but I really believe in at least 2 times a week for long form. But consistency is going to be key. I didn't always lean into being consistent, and I definitely can see a difference now after becoming more consistent with all of my different types of social media. So number 2 is you are posting too much unprofessional personal content. So I know a lot of people say that you should not have 2 profiles when it comes to, say, Instagram, but I think each platform has a purpose and each profile should have an ideal audience in mind. And I own a brokerage, so things are a little bit different for me. So I have a platform for my brokerage that is trying to attract locals or people wanting to move here, but a lot of it's going to be about defining your ideal audience, and I think I have that later on down the list, but creating that content for a specific person. But if people see like swimsuit pictures next to selling a house, you're probably turning off the people that might be attracted to the house buying. So I think it's just really important to provide consistency in your appearance and your type of content. And I do 100% think personal content is okay. You just have to make sure the person that wants to buy the house is the same person that's enjoying the personal content. And if you still want to post super personal content, then maybe make a different platform for that and separate the real estate from the super personal content. It's not, it's not 2005 anymore where people post about every single breakup. And I think I don't think there are a lot of real estate agents that are like leaning into being that too personal, but I think it's really easy to understand a concept when you look at the 2 extremes. So that's just trying to illustrate the 2 extremes there. You aren't eloquent when you talk about homes or neighborhoods, so you want to appear as educated as possible because you are going to be the expert for whatever you're talking about. So being eloquent and delivering at a high level. Number 4, you don't appear to have a niche, and this makes you appear to be unprofessional. So this is kind of leaning into the other one we just talked about. People want to work with experts, and if you pick a niche and post often within that niche, then you will be able to grow as an expert or be known for that niche. Number 5, you aren't on the right platforms. I'm a big proponent of being on Instagram and LinkedIn, and I've never really gotten leads from Twitter, but I post to Twitter regularly, which is now called X. But being on the right platforms, I think, is really big. Keep in mind, social media to me is going to be places where you can be social. So whether this is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, that's your social media. YouTube isn't necessarily a social media platform, it's a search media platform. So it's where people are going here, searching for information, and you're popping up. So that's everything I've been talking about isn't YouTube related, it's more Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Like that's the category we're talking about right now. you aren't on the right platforms was number 5. Number 6 is you aren't creating evergreen content. So I think every single piece of content you make on social media should have a home. So it needs to be over on your blog and on your website. So I think that that will allow the content you create to be evergreen content. Number 7, and number 6 and 7 will tie in a second, but number 7, you aren't creating for the masses. I'm personally not a fan of social media leads, because in order to get, like, as that being your number 1 lead generation source, I am not a huge fan of it. I know very few people that have been really successful at it. The most successful people that have gained business through social media from leads is going to be through agent referrals. And I don't know, I mean, I want agent referrals all day long, but I don't know about you, but I don't like giving away 30% of my money or 20% or whatever number you agree to. I think it's really important to focus on evergreen content on search media platforms that attracts your dream client. And I think it's okay to be on social media, and I think it's okay to create content for social media, because I have gotten agent leads and I have had a handful of people that are local that find me on there. And it might be with, like, my personality, my presentation, how I'm attracting, and I'm not doing a lot of face-centered video for Instagram. And that's probably the number 1 reason why I attract less on Instagram, is my face isn't there as much for Joe & Co. as a realtor. And so I think showing up with your face is really big. But for me, social media leads haven't been my cup of tea. Like, that's not where I'm making millions of dollars, I guess is what I want to say. When you are, and part of the reason for this, like, this is one of my perspectives on this, because in order to really get eyeballs, you need to be creating content for the masses. And in order to go viral, in order to be seen by the right people, because of the way the algorithm is working on Instagram when it comes to real estate content, the things that are mostly going viral right now is real estate house tours. But the people, so I've had one video get, is it 16 million views? And that's where we've gained a lot of views for Joe & Co. And obviously you know what I meant. A lot of followers from Instagram is through that one video. But I can't tell you if that's my ideal audience or not. Like, the amount of interaction I'm getting on the rest of my posts is low. So I'm just not a huge fan of it, because you need to be creating viral content on a regular basis, and in order to attract the masses, in hopes to maybe get some of your ideal clients to find you. But when people are on Instagram, they're showing up to be entertained. They're not showing up to find their next house or the next real estate agent. Yes, there are some people that go to Instagram that type in Houston Realtor or whatever else and find a client from there, but that's not really happening. Like, everyone that's teaching that right now, I'm gonna call BS on them. Like, there are very few real estate agents showing up on Instagram and showing up on social media and gaining clients. If you're building community, yes, but not a lot of, I haven't seen anyone, maybe 1 or 2 people teach building community on social media platforms. But at the end of the day, the person that's answering the question is going to be the real estate agent that's picked, and you can answer questions through evergreen media, evergreen content. So I'm, like, really high on my soapbox right now, but I know that from personal experience, I have videos with hundreds of views, not thousands, not millions, hundreds of views, sitting on YouTube or whatever platform. And what's really great about real estate is it only takes 1 or 2 people to make $10,000 or $20,000. Like, it depends on what your it depends on your market, but for me, each lead is about $10,000 or $20,000. So 100 views and 10 people buy from me, that's fantastic. That's what I love about long form and Instagram, or I didn't mean Instagram, gosh, y'all, I'm a hot mess today. I have not recorded in a couple weeks, but that's what's great about evergreen content, searchable content, findable content, SEO driven content, is people have a need and they're finding you because you're providing the answer for that need. And that is what I'm a big proponent of. So yes, it's great to have social media content out there. What I love most about social media videos, like Reels, TikTok, Shorts, whatever, is all of this short form content can go and be on other platforms. So I'm taking all of my Instagram reels, I'm uploading them to YouTube as shorts and Pinterest as a video that's, on that platform, and I can point it anywhere I want. I love my social media content for what it did for me on my YouTube channel. I took my Instagram reels, I uploaded them as shorts, and they made my subscriber count shoot up higher in 2023 than the previous years. And so I will never walk away from social media. I'll never tell you to stop doing social media, but I think you need to be doing more than social media. So yes, this was a blog, this was a video about 7 reasons why you aren't getting leads from social media, but maybe it's because it shouldn't be what you're focused on. I think it's common sense that you should be creating evergreen content, but I don't know if I've articulated that well enough, and I don't know if very many people know that yet. Like, this is not a two-way conversation. As much as I wish it was, it isn't. That's just not possible here on this platform, but I would love to know what you think. I just feel like there's so few people that are public about what they are attracting on Instagram and TikTok and whatever else. Like, these people that are successful, making tons of money, I really think it's through agent referrals, and maybe that's your cup of tea, maybe it's not. But for me, I want to create a piece of content, put it out there into the world, let it attract my dream client, have them schedule a call with me, and then they have already fallen in love with me, they already like me, they already know me, they already trust me, and this makes my job so much easier. Let's go look at houses. Like, the type of content I've created is explore local content, and I create that for social media and I create it for YouTube. And we have long form and short form, so we cut it up and make different types of content in the exact same location with different people in mind or the same people in mind. But this attraction type of marketing is huge for you, and it'll allow you to have the work-life balance you deserve. So, jumping off my soapbox, this has been Jo with Jo and Coaching. If you need a mentor, all of my contact information is down below for the mentorship. Also, we're doing wake-up calls if you like a one-time only phone call, and I will provide a follow-up on that, and I'll give you a plan of what to do, like what to attack for 2024. But yeah, I love y'all. I hope you had a good day. Sorry if this wasn't 100% what you came for, but hopefully you can see the power in different types of content that you can create, and you don't have to say no to social media. I just want you to do more with the content that you're creating for social media. So again, this is Jo with Jo and Coaching. I love y'all. Have a good day. Bye.